Hey guys, Robertshocktham here, gonna be playing some Malfurion, teaching you how to play support characters. Now, this is pretty lucky. This is quick match, and we did not get into a team deathmatch. Team deathmatch meaning no healers, often no warriors, and just tons of damage characters and siege characters. This, however, both teams have a support and both teams have a warrior. So it's a bit more friendly that way. But remember, this is a rare situation in quick match these days, unless if you go in with a support. I'm going to be teaching you how to be a backline support like Malfurion is, less on Malfurion, more on how to play the video game, and how to play Infernal Shrines map. Alright. At this level, I'm going to go for Moonburn for the extra damage on the objective. On this map, every so often, one of these shrines will spawn, I guess you could call it, with a little bit of a warning. And then either team can click on the altar, and it'll spawn minions or some monsters periodically. And there'll be this little tally. And whichever team kills 40 minions first gets gets a Punisher to push in that lane. This is top, mid, bottom. Makes sense, right? It's a bit more complicated than that. I'll get it. Alright, before level 10, you want to be soaking all 3 lanes. We're doing that just fine. Realistically, in most maps, you want to have most players going middle because they can migrate the fastest. This is a long map. Migrating doesn't happen very often. We see the enemy team just disappear. Exactly. Just disappeared from the middle lane, heading top. So we got that under control. You do not want supports to lane on their own often, so that's why I went with Stitches. If Stitches left, I would be a pretty bad laner. Most supports are. In fact, they can be very good when laning with friends. Now, Malfurion's special in the way that when he heals, you do it before the person takes damage, if you can help it. And you just let them have the heal until they don't want it anymore. I probably could have rooted him, but whatever. We still don't see all of the enemy team. Oh, that's right. The enemy team has an Abathur. We will not be seeing him on the minimap, so we only have to look for 4 red players on the minimap. I'm going to root her, and we're just going to kill her. That's awesome. Going to heal him before he takes the damage? No, we're not going to kill him. I'm going to use my D ability whenever it's off cooldown. I almost died there. I could have dodged that. Usually you want to avoid enemy things, even if you think you can take it. You don't want to take it. Now, we are missing middle lane. We're not doing that the best way. If you can, try to soak all 3 lanes before level 10, unless it's something important like, say, an objective. This is going to take priority over my soaking responsibilities, which are basically non-existent as a support. Alright, you see, in 5 seconds, it's going to allow us to do that. I'm going to give him some mana and some health. Health, even. Now, either team can do this. Right-click it, and these monsters spawn. When we kill a monster, it adds to our tally. The first team to get 40 gets a Punisher. This is an Arcane Punisher because of the purple thing above the altar. The Arcane one is the best. The Mortar one is considered the worst, but realistically the Mortar and Frost or Frozen Punishers are basically the same in powerfulness. I wouldn't say... That's not a way to shy you away, but basically if you have to give up a purple one, you don't want to. I'm going to get that ability, that talent at this level. Now, I'm staying behind our melee characters, Stitches and Kerrigan. Diablo is only back because I believe he died. He would be with us right now. You want all of your friends on this point. Although, no, that's more advanced. And what's important is that, let's say we just abandon the spot right now, and they got 40 things, 40 kills on their minions and such. That would mean they get it at no cost to us. So it's important that you do finish off your job there on the thing. So the Punishers, okay, you know what's important? When it comes out, stand behind your wall, because the Punishers go for players and they will jump over the wall. Yeah, that's what you want it to do. So that way all 4 of these towers are shooting it at the same time. Whereas if you have it jump over here, which they're about to have it do, only a few towers are going to shoot it at a time. That is very important to dealing with Punishers. Again, Punishers will attack players most. And that even goes to invisibility. You think you're invisible? You are not. Alright, more on healing. I am solo laning, and guess where the enemy team's headed? Right there. Exactly. Gonna give some mana out. They are still invisible, so we better just be careful for now. Even that Stitches is a bit out of position. Alright, nope, we saw them taking that, and I have a feeling either they're on the way over here, or on the way over here. They're probably on the way over here. And Kerrigan did not see that they just took that mercenary camp, which is probably why she's about to die. Nope, she's not. She's good. But she could have seen that coming because they literally just took that, which means either they were going to middle or they were going to the bottom lane, and she was so low. Is she really re-engaging there? She probably had her reasons. But, okay, now we're alone in the lane, and Toronto just love to get some things. Nothing really much going on. Again, we're laning all 3 lanes before level 10. That's very important. And the team that gets to level 10 first has an incredible advantage. Also, the team that gets to level 20 first has an incredible advantage. And in few cases, level 16 is a very important talent tier as well. We don't need to engage here, even though we have our Nova, because each of these characters in front of us has their ways of getting away from damage. We don't see a lot of the enemy team, but we know that Tassadar was last seen up here. So we know he's going somewhere. He's also not a very damage dealing threat that we have to worry about. The objective's spawning. So now we're gonna head over here. Wow, we got the kill. Awesome. That's really gonna help because this is just as the objective spawning. We are a level head and a player up. We're gonna have the advantage going in here. A Mortar Punisher because it has a red emblem. Frozen Punisher is a blue emblem. I don't know if there's a linearity to this map. I've never heard of such a thing. With which types of Punishers spawn and which altars spawn. This is not always the fire one, the mortar one. That is not always the arcane one. It just switches itself up in a way that I have never found out. Now our Nova's being a bit risky out there. Again, I'm staying behind Diablo and Stitches. That is my job. And I'm gonna heal her. I want to heal her. And I got out of position just to heal her. I am on my way. I'm trying to heal her so bad that I'm abandoning my team. As a healer, you want to heal the players that are in combat, because they are going to need the heal. Nova was simply retreating from me. I should have just let her. And I should be using my other abilities as well. And we're going to keep healing people who are actually in the fight, and not this Nova. We're going to heal the Nova, of course, just in a few seconds. Alright, we have gotten 35. We only need 5 more. We really want to get it. And we're equal level and everything. I'm going to throw all of my damage things out as much as possible. Try and get those last 3. We only need 3. Excuse me. We really want to get those last 3. Exactly. The Stitches is right with this one, or whatever you want to call it. Focus the minions. Yes! The objective is that important. I'm a bit out of position. No, I'm not. I'm in the perfect position to capitalize on this Greymane without even realizing it. But I was safe there because the enemy team went in this direction. We're almost level 10, so I'd say it's safe to not even... what's it called? To not even lane all 3 lanes. I am in danger, though. Thought we had the follow-up damage to kill that Toronto, but we didn't. Again, I'm staying behind Diablo, even though we don't see all of the enemy team. I'm gonna go for this ultimate for a reason. Awesome. Glad we have that. Although we took Arthas of all players. Again, with all characters, focus the squishiest targets first. Tassadar and Arthas are not the squishiest characters. Although there's only 2 more people to focus. Nearly got yourself killed there. Alright. And again, we're staying in a range so that we're protected by our front lines. Although I'm being a bit risky here because that's not even the real one. He's gonna risk his life to kill because he doesn't have a life to fend off of. Alright. Now, we are going to abandon this because there's no point team fighting, and then possibly try and get this mercenary camp. And why are they team fighting there? There's nothing to win from that team fight. We just got ourselves detected though, so they are about to come take this mercenary camp. If I had to guess. I don't know why our team engaged. We had no advantage that I was aware of. In a moment, I'm going to cast Twilight Dream because they're all so clumped. Yep. Exactly. It wasn't enough, though. And I'm healing the wrong targets. No, I'm not. In a second, I'll be killing this man, but I don't have the mana to do so. Which is why I took a mana talent. Aw, even that wasn't enough. I was going to recall right there, but obviously that won't work. Nice stun by Tyrande. Is he gonna get me? So nearly did. I don't know how I can be safe. I forgot the cooldown of the owl from Tyrande. I'm gonna laugh if it kills me. No, she's focusing her attention elsewhere. Alright. Just in time for this to happen, we re-engaged again. I don't recall us having an advantage other than being a level ahead, and this level is not that important. Talent tiers are the important levels, but most of all, 10 and 20, and to a lesser extent, 16. Some of those advantages we had. Frozen Punisher with the blue top. I don't like how every one of these times I'm the one to click it. You usually want your tanky people to click it. Notice I'm staying as far away as possible from the enemy. I'm on the left side of the map for me. For the enemy team, that would be the right side. I'm just having a good time over here, clearing these waves. I can do that all day. I have my ultimate in a few seconds. I'd like to tell my team that. And the problem with that is that our entire team... Oh, wait, they were here. We were just so forward that we didn't even notice them. I'm gonna heal myself and run. And before I die. Alright. What was wrong there? I was standing behind one of our tanks, and then he was gone, and I did not get behind another tank. That is why I died. I'm gonna move this over here. Alright, what else do I want to talk about? No, right now, Nova should... Well, Nova can't really do other things. But right now, they have the advantage on this area, so... Well, actually, they're not using that time to clear the waves. Look, they only have 15 and we have 9. We can easily make our way over there and then just kill them. Nova's picked up on it too. It's just Arthas, it looks like. I don't know where the other players went. Did they like recall? Because that's enough time for us to respawn and to get them. I'm on my way to that Nova because she's actually going to take some damage for once. It's an interesting ultimate color. I've never seen that before. And she was killed because she was using the channeling ultimate in front of nobody. She was the front line there, which is not what you want to do as that character. I missed. Whatever. I want to stay out of the enemy's things, even though it's hard to do. We want to get the objective, though, just in case they just pick it off. Alright, now we have an advantage of some sort. Heal him. That was the wrong person to heal, but whatever. And now we're going to push mid as a team because we are after level 10. After level 10, no more laning. Unless if there's like a specific reason to. There really isn't here. So we're just going to wait for our Punisher to take all of this damage and then we will move in. And in the meantime, we're just going to hit all of these minions. The enemy is not here to do the wall, nor the enemy is here to do those things. With the Punisher jumping strat. Now, I should be giving mana to people. Why am I taking this? I'm not supposed to be. So, right, we still have a really decent health Punisher, although they have a Tyrande. I'm going to try and root anyone that tries to cross the line. And it worked. I have my Twilight Dream up. I just realized. Greymane is poking at us from behind. Doesn't matter if he wants to walk into 5 players. He can be my guest. We just lost our Punisher, but that doesn't mean the push is over. We're 1 player ahead. We're about to get our level 16. In addition to, oh shoot, our team is really in danger. I better step up the pace here. I didn't heal fast enough there. That's why our teammates are dying. I did not heal fast enough. It's basically my fault. And that right there, guys, is the second reason why you do not take triple tap. It's a viable ultimate in some situations, just not when you have an intelligent team behind it. Alright. This level we're going to go for Hardened Focus to increase our abilities per minute, if that's a real term. Wow, I didn't even realize we were going to turn around, but on Tassadar of all people? Not likely. And we just ran into their ultimate, didn't we? I'm going to root here, just in case our team knows that I do not have that ability. I'm going to heal myself. That'll put me in range for the Hardened Focus. But we do not want to re-engage. I hope the team realizes that. Yes, they did. They are now at the advantage. Even though we have the talent here on the level, they have 1 player. I thought the enemy team was going to be there, and I was thinking, wow, that would be really cool. I think the enemy team just saw that, though, with their Tassadar likely. And they're most likely taking that. Exactly. Now what we want to do is clear this minion wave before we do anything else, really, because there's nothing better for us to do. We can clear this out of range, and that's awesome. Now we clear this, and actually we can get a few kills. I have my Twilight Dream ready. Awesome. Killed one person, and I would like to go back to Nova, but she's running away from me, and she's no longer going to be in combat, so that heal would not go to use. We want to heal the players that will take the damage. I am actually going to drop this, because at that point we're just kind of like pointing fingers at each other, right? And again, I will be the first person to land on the shrine. One small step for man, yada yada, you know the drill. Now, they're still clearing that minion wave. That's awesome for us. Do what I want to give a minion to. Mana, not minion. Alright. Now, what should we be doing? Get into the left side of the map behind this Diablo, who, by the way, is very far away from his team, which is why he's about to take massive amounts of damage. Which is why I'm going to heal him, and why I'm going to root this Tyrande. I meant the Tyrande, of course. Don't be silly. I would like to be on the way to the Nova, but she's far away from our team. That's part of her job. Not really. And I want to give her some mana too, but I'm afraid I'm unable to do that. Now what? She's gonna die to the Abathur copy. It's alright, we just got another objective to push with this. And it's going to take this thing. Actually, Abathur is really close because of his thing right there. Alright. Now we're going to capitalize on this out of position. Well, not out of position. He was forced out of that position by all of our crowd control. That's what crowd control is for. Now, awesome. That was a really good display. Alright, now, we are going to keep pushing. Just keep pushing. I stood in that, I just realized. And we're going to... Oh, where'd Arthas? Oh, Arthas is in the belly of the beast. Right there. And he's probably going to die that way. Nope. I thought Nova was going to actually die, but Arthas has no damage. Even with the Abathur hat. We killed him. Awesome. We're trying to focus squishy targets, but we don't have any damage to focus with. Again, the most damage that matter... Wow, that was a really good Tyrande play. The most damage that can be done is that of damage dealing characters, of which I am not. Kerrigan and Nova, and potentially even Diablo, have the highest damage on the team. We're continuing to push because killing a keep is very valuable. The keeps are the 3 giant buildings guarding your core, and when they are destroyed, the enemy team gets catapults pushing in that lane forever, which makes it significantly harder to do anything with. We can win the game right now because the enemy team is missing 3 players, and we have all of ours. I don't know why she was over there. We want to win the game. When you can win the game, you should win the game. I'm going to layer that crowd control on those guys right before they die. I'm going to kill him. Nah, so close. Should have been focusing on my healing duties as well. Now we have to retreat, I'm afraid, because we lost one of our players, and we're all low in health, and I can't heal us that fast. But that, again, does not mean we can't just stick around and do cool stuff like take these mercenary camps. These mercenary camps are more valuable than the other ones. Do we know where the enemy team is? Dead. And if they come on us, 2 versus 4 will do just fine. We are level 20 and they are not. Level 20 is a huge advantage. Did not mean that ping there. That was an accident. And now we're going to take even more mercenary camps. In fact, with our advantage, I'd say we can even push the middle lane, even though we do not have a very good pushing team. Nope, we should not. Well, actually, we should just before the objective happens. Get this mercenary camp. We've got 20 seconds, I believe it. We can do it. Awesome. I'm going to give my mana to Kerrigan. I should be doing that more often. Each healer comes with their own quirks, I'm going to call them. And in 5 seconds, I again will be the first one. Now, this time I'm going to let them touch it because they have the advantage. I did not dodge that bird. We are at such an incredible advantage, the enemy team would be smart to not engage at all. We are 5-man, level 20. They are not. They should be doing something else. Which means we are going to have a very good push going middle and potentially even win the game. And the reason why we're doing so good right now is because we're sticking together. I don't know what she's doing. She was revealed. Alright, nice. They had a stealth attack that I didn't even see coming. I'm going to root that Arthas so he can't escape. And this is where we go and say stop the objective and go for the core. I don't know what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Storm Shield again. And we're going to try and go core, although we're gonna have the most powerful push in the middle lane. So I guess we're gonna have to wait for the Punisher after all. One of my team members dead, only Abathur left to defend. Not much is gonna happen. So after we kill this keep, we're going to go straight for the core, even before the core. Alright. And remember, the core, its attacks are an AoE, so spread out. Right now, only the Punisher is taking that. I don't know. Interesting thing by that. Alright. Pretty good game. That's how you play support. Stay behind your... Wait, did I die? I did die. And you know why? Because I wasn't behind the front line. That's why. Alright. That is how you play your support characters that go in the back line. So that'll be all for today, guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing. Like this video if you like it. Leave some comments down below for conversation because that's cool. And share this video with your friends if you think they'll like it as well. That'll be all for today. See you guys.